Morning with Max. Hey folks, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to another Morning with Max. If you don't know me, I'm Max Porter. I'm the writer, the editor, the lore keeper, the board game designer, stream runner, and various other things here at City State Entertainment, where we are working on the MMORPG Camelot Unchained. But I think everyone in chat right now probably already knows me. Hello Swazi, hello Paladin Brewer. What are you brewing today? I am being extremely naughty. I have 2 sources of caffeine. And no water in the Vader cup. Hello, Velic / Abducted Gaming. Coffee today to mess with me. Well done, Paladin Brewer, well done. Well, I've noticed you seemed a little grumpy about it being Friday, so maybe coffee will help that.
That was what my phone was trying to tell me.
Let's go over the streams. Oops. That was amazing. So I just found out that if you press the arrow keys by accident, it'll switch between scenes in OBS. Cool. Now that I know that, I probably will not use it because that doesn't seem as good as clicking, but it's not grumpy about being Friday. Friday is the best. Well, Swazi Max, you're looking very alert this morning. Gee, I wonder why that might be. I also got a full night's sleep last night. Do recommend it. Good morning, Nobilis Chaotica. So, if you missed any streams this week that you want to go back and check, I need to link them in the schedule, which I will do right after this, or after stand-ups after this. But they were, back on Thursday, yesterday, we had Basic Clothing with John. He was working on the sculpting and materials of working from some concept art that Michelle created. This is basic clothing that we can slap on NPCs or maybe use for your player characters as well. You know, important filling out the world kind of stuff. Back on Wednesday, we had a Gauntlet of Death. With a very special guest, my wife Kate. We started map 11, which was actually the first run was too successful for my comfort. They didn't survive, but they got too close. Too close. Back on Tuesday, we had an office stream in the morning and Arthurian boat concepts with Michelle in the afternoon. She was doing concept art for Arthurian ships. They were very cool. They had like oars, and there was lots and lots of nautical talk in chat, which was super fun, actually. Back on Monday, we had Morning with Max, and then we had Siege Bolt materials with John. So John was working on some large bolts to load into our siege weapons, the Scorpions. Good afternoon to you, and yes, good morning to me. Thank you, Flamas. Oh, hey, Inkart. Say hi to Inkart in the chat. feel like I'm not getting all the messages. Yeah, I was right. Hey y'all, Starfighter is fun stuff, just played yesterday. Cool. The chat stopped coming through the chat app after your emoticon. Weird. Anyway, I can see it on Twitch though. Hi Vesir. That's going pretty well. How are you? Actually, it's going quite well, as you'll most likely hear from Andrew and maybe Tim, or maybe Tyler, or maybe me this afternoon. We will not leave you high and dry without a end of week wrap up stream.
Okay, that's one of the great things about the program. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
I'm good. Construction outside is annoying me though. That does sound annoying, Vesir. That's one of my pet peeves. I hate that. Some kinds of noise are pleasant or ignorable. Construction tends to be... Well, a lot of those trucks are designed to make extra noise, you know? Tease. How did I tease? I guess I teased this afternoon's stream that it will very likely have Andrew on it, and maybe Tim, or maybe Tyler, or maybe me. To talk about all the great progress we've been making. Tell us all the things. I'll tell you all the things I can. That one cracked Tyler up.
Okay. So this gives us 3 materials. So I'm going to add one. And this surface. So this is 2 by 2.
What do you want to know, Paladin Brewer?
So what we need to do is
a star-studded cast this afternoon. Paladin Brewer, I will miss it because I'm usually driving home then. I'd have to stay at work to see it, and that's not happening. Gotcha. Well, can always catch it later, right?
in this reloading.
Diodinosis. Will beta be out before the next WoW expansion? I don't know. If I knew, I would probably tell you. Paladin Brewer, I actually had a question for Mark. I don't think you could answer it. Yeah, probably not. Roast Head, or Roasted. Good morning, Max. Good morning to you. Insane Rat. Hello. Vesir, if you had the power of one of CU's classes in real life, what would it be?
What I've noticed is I'm kind of confused as to like the scale that we're working at. Like I always end up doing this super tiny bit down at the bottom, right? So what I'm doing here is making those.
That would be a tough choice. I guess the powers of one of the scout classes, like the Wisp. Being able to go through solid objects and turn invisible.
So this is the height, the low, and high.
Sign me up.
So height line we'll use underlines.
But the shapeshifters would be really cool too. And who wouldn't love to go around blasting as a fiery mage? Roasted. That's what my head feels like when I have one of my migraines. I like this stressed duck. I love this. I love this little guy. I don't know who left him here one day, but thank you. It was so much fun to squeeze. This year, I think Stone Healer IRL would be fine. Just throw stones at people all day and say I'm helping. Paladin Brewer. Wisps can go through solid objects. It's one of the mechanics that's been talked about. I don't think Ben and Mark have made any final decisions on that, but it was definitely talked about that certain scout classes might have that ability. They're just not, as good at killing people as a stealth class.
So we can make one material.
Swazi. I do believe the 8 key mirrors your current selection in the x-axis, though I don't have cube in front of me. What are we talking about? Oh, Nobilis Chaotica. Question that can possibly help me this very moment. In cube, what does the 8 key do? Yeah, see, Swazi like knows that by heart, huh? Or might know it by heart. Swazi's, along with Necromaniac and a couple of other folks, it's one of our regular builders on Cube who we host on here. Arobi's been on too and stuff like that. Builds amazing stuff. Swazi just dropped, I think it was a Viking castle. It's like all wood and stone and stuff. Yeah, some images into the on the forums. Super cool.
I've made a few recently. I'll make it for you. So,
Paladin Brewer has a Green Lantern duck on the desk that I added googly got eyes to. Well, that seems good.
Right, so you see how there's this green in here? So what you can do is...
Yay, Swazi helped Nobilis Chaotica. It's good to see cubers helping each other out.
And there's a blur on it. Persistence will fade it. Right.
Halloween, Max, are your glasses nose piece too tight? I don't know, might be. You noticed that, huh?
Drop the frequency down. Now you've got these little spots.
You'll notice I'm not wearing them today. Although the reason is pretty funny. James Koo went on a visit to Korea, came back with a bunch of, treats, candy, gum. I was chewing on a piece of gum, blew a bubble, it popped all over my glasses. And I haven't figured out how to get it off yet. Found some advice on the internet, but they are so smudged. Oh, you're very welcome, Swazi.
So you can lower the resolution. One thing I've noticed is that when you want to export, go to the 4096. What ends up happening is if you export it like 2040.
I don't know, Inkart.
The resolution.
I've heard that you shouldn't use Gooby Gone on plastic glasses, though. Prior C, good morning, Max and chat. Good morning, Prior C.
Scale it down in Photoshop, and it comes out way better. So yeah, you can. And then the other thing you can do with the display, one of the things that will kind of trick you a little bit, is this actually uses a
bubblegum tinted lenses. That would actually be cooler, Lotawayne. Instead, they're just smudgy. Everything I did to try to clean it off made it worse. Prior C, Max, do we know who is doing the wrap-up today? We know who is likely to do the wrap-up today. It's probably going to be Andrew and either Tyler, Tim, or me. But Andrew's going to come on and someone else to talk about all the progress we've been making. And I know, Briar C, you like to ask those programming-type questions, so I hope to see you there. Grandmaster Baku, Max, do you have any idea what the spec requirements for CU will be? Little idea, since we're a ways out yet, but Andrew did do a video, which now should be appearing in the Twitch chat, a while back, just updating people on the minimum specs. Halloween, is today user story update day? It is. So we have a lot to talk about in terms of progress.
Right. You can actually see kind of what will happen in the game better.
And I've got a lot of work to do. Editing the work that Tyler and Brittany have done. Privacy, I thought I had a good design question. Guess I should write it down before I forget. Luckily, my memory has held out thus far. Yeah, well, we won't really be doing design questions this afternoon. That's true, but we will have Andrew on, which is cool, as well as Tim, which would be cool, or Tyler, which would be cool. And I always have fun when I come on. Grandmaster Baku, really loving the ideas behind this game. Yay! It's the game me and my friends thought up when we started playing EQ games ages ago. Cool.
So we need a terrain mud brown one.
We're very proud of the work we're doing, the game we're creating, the engine we're building in-house to support it. Doing some very unique things. Dexachon, hello Max, will you see you use multi-cores? How much cores will it use? I don't know. That would be a great question this afternoon, if you could come back, because we're going to have the lead programmer on, and possibly another programmer. Not something I am equipped to answer. Insane Rat, when are you guys moving into the next stage? When it's ready. We are currently in the tail end of Alpha, working toward the first phase of Beta, called Beta 1, as hard as we can. Halloween, that's a good question for this afternoon. Yes, it is. So many cores. Oh, you're welcome, Dexachon. Hopefully that helped. At least I can direct you toward the right person to ask.
So, I wrote out what we're doing. If you just read this, it kind of explains what we're doing. So yeah, play with it.
Kick Assassins, yay! Happy Friday, Max. Happy Friday to you, Kick Assassins. Vesir, no, but seriously, Mark is working on the multi-threading, and he basically said it will work on all the cores. Well, I hesitate to quote Mark without him having, in talking about Mark Hernandez, not Mark Jacobs. Mark with a C. But yeah, hopefully that's correct. I hesitate to quote Mark directly without him being here to confirm it, but... Corva, is it George or Mark? To answer that, check the top 10-ish, or listen to it this afternoon. Corvaz, Max, what do you think of the Cavaliers buying a spot in the NA League of Legends? I don't really have an opinion on the Cavaliers.
It's on spreadsheet. I don't know if they know the page is on there.
Sorry. Vestir, Mark is the one who talks to us in Discord, at least. Yeah, well. I think, you know, it's something George works on occasionally as well. Just might be Mark who's focusing on it right now. There are so many things to do. Dexachan. I'm a new backer, so I don't know all about the game right now. I still read the legends. Oh, are you a fan of the lore, Dexachan? Do you have any lore questions for me? I have written or rewritten all the stories, I think, at this point. Well, not all of them.
Yeah,
There's still more to do. Kick Assassins. Is the office feeling better this week? I heard last Friday everyone was sick. Yeah, actually. It's been a lot of hard work this week, but everyone's feeling healthy. I don't think anyone's been out sick this week. Paladin Brewery, yes, Maxie wants to know about the Tua Becoming story. I answered a bunch of questions about that last time. Last morning with Max. Grandmaster Baku, how vast/little will customization of interface in HUD be? How open are you guys to third-party mods for customization? Well, I'm not the best person to answer those questions, but I still know the basic answers. We're super open to it. It's built out of the web. We're opening up our like API for people to mod it and stuff. JB works on that stuff mostly. And there will be a lot of customization of interface in HUD. I really can't figure out what you're trying to say, Cypress Heel, but thanks. Corvaz, do you have any plans to let any stream beta? I know Co is excited to play. Yeah, we had Code Carnage premiered the pre-alpha video from before the current alpha. But yes, at some point we will lift the NDA for certain periods. Mark has said so. Yeti Boy. What's up, Max? Happy Friday. Quick question. Why didn't y'all just use the old deck and revamp some melee styles? Blah, blah, blah. I feel like, well, not blah, blah, blah. Melee style spell casting in a few zones. I feel like y'all are overdoing this game, especially putting too much emphasis on crafting. Because we don't own it, Yeti Boy. This is not Deok 2. This is Camelot Unchained. I think Mark wanted to buy back the IP, but they wouldn't let him. And we don't have it. So, can't. Even if we wanted to. Strike JK, Max, McDonald's or Burger King? Neither. I have a wife who's a great cook. Man. Dexachan, you playing easy controls with thousands of shortcuts. I'm left-handed. Using the arrow keys and the numpad, I don't have much keys for usage. That's a design question. Not something I would know about. I don't know about easy controls, but I think that I think Ben or Mark could give you a much longer and much better answer than I could. But basically, we're making a game that's complex, but which isn't so fast-paced that you know, that it'll be extra hard for people. Halloween, how could you skip my lore comment? I don't know. Was I distracted by some other people? I'm sorry, Halloween. I don't see it at all. Wait. No. Mark isn't shy because he's a bot. No, that you said that, but I don't. Oh, I see. Vikings took over the world, foolishly gave a third to each of the others out of guilt for being so awesome. But, so you're saying Vikings experience guilt? Halloween. Having some realm pride there. Oh, after that? Or after something else? It's confusing with the delay, but I don't see a lore question. Dexachan, okay, wrong questions to the stream. I'm sorry. No worries, Dexachan. I probably missed it, but at the beginning I said I am I'm Max Porter. I'm the writer, lore keeper, editor, board game designer, stream runner, and the various other things that are not video game design or programming. So I can sometimes answer simple questions along those lines because I've heard other people answer them. But generally speaking, I'm not the expert. That was the one. Okay, good, Halloween. It's more than that, Cypress Hill. But thanks for calling us an awesome team. I don't know. Giant Peppers. Is there any other media you draw inspiration from when you are thinking of lore? What do you mean? Like movies? Like King Arthur movies? As opposed to drawing from, you know, just the original Welsh legends? Or do you mean like opera? Because the answer to all of those is yes. In some ways, we try to go back to the really old folklore and then, you know, I guess do a take on it that's appropriate for the world of Camelot Unchained. Strike JK, if you could be an NPC in the game, which one would you prefer to be? Hi, Ozaro. Yes, I am Max. An NPC in the game, which one do you prefer to be? I guess one of the Sword Brothers. Denarian, TDD is based on Celtic lore. Yes, no, maybe, sorta. Yes, maybe, sorta. To some degree. I mean, they are called the Tuatha De Danann. If that's a clue. That's what TDD means, or stands for. Big Rin, will you guys have world dragons? I feel like that's a specific MMO term that I might not know exactly what you mean, so I can't speak to the game mechanics. That there may or may not be about that, except that Mark is like, that's something we'd like to do. It's often the answer given to those sorts of questions. But I can say that there are dragons in the lore, and they are currently known to be spectacularly powerful and deadly and very, very mysterious. Even I don't know everything Mark wants to do with dragons. You are saying it wrong. That doesn't help most people. Tuahadadan? Close enough. Today with the TDD, I'm wondering if there will be the winter and summer courts of the Fae. Yes. Oh. I have to go to stand-ups. It's hard to leave because we've got 56 people, and it's super fun. Thank you all for joining me for Morning with Max. I've got to go to stand-ups. Everybody's going to be gathering around the screen where it says CSE West, so they can join us as well, the other studio. And I'm going to go and join them. So, see you later. Come by this afternoon. We'll have the end-of-week wrap-up and Q&A. Bring your programming questions for Andrew, possibly Tim, maybe Tyler, maybe me. And, well, don't bring programming questions for me or Tyler. But, thank you all so much for joining me. This was a super fun one. So, everyone, take care and see you later. Morning with Max.